Hello there tank mates, my name is Rimas and this is Full Tank channel for your attention. Welcome. If you like content you see on Full Tank channel, please like and subscribe. And now let's move on with a new episode. Remember, last time I have promised you to make a new episode about probably the most complicated water change. Keeping that promise, I would like to show you how do I do my regular water changes. Before we begin, let's talk about situation I have in my office with the tanks. The tap water is somewhere around 35 meters away. I can tell it by the length of my hose I'm using to fill big bucket over there. The problem is that tap water I'm using, it's only hot. You might ask, why is it hot? Because this water is used by somebody who cleans offices around here, and they use only hot water. Problem is that you cannot put hot water in the tank, of course. It has to cool down. This is another reason for the bucket I have. So I pour that hot water into the bucket, wait for 24 hours to cool it down. Then I use prime, of course, and only after that I can do my water changes. Let's take a look in the whole process. How do I do my water change? Let's begin with the bucket. It's empty now, almost empty now, because I made water change last week and waited for this moment to show you how I'm filling it up. It is ordinary garden bucket or bucket for the rainwater. I don't know how do you call it. It's 200 liters, and in my case it's enough to change water in my 2 aquariums. If I do a big water change, I'm talking about cichlid tank and silver dollars tank. It's exactly right amount of water I need to do a pretty big water change. If I'm making about 50%, so this tank is 250, this tank is 260 liters. So this bucket alone, if it is full, it goes for those 2 tanks and nothing left to top it off in these hot summer days. Anyway, I'll have to take care of it, and this bucket has to be full all the time. Now about the process. So this is right tool for the job. This hose is exactly 35 meters long. It means that distance from my office to the tap water is exactly the same. Let's go. this is what I was talking about. This is my tap water. For this procedure, I need this tool. Ready? Let's go. Now, all the way to the office with the hose. Just have to make sure it's not too twisted. There we go. So this end goes into the bucket, and all we have to do is open up tap water. I hope everything is okay. We have to hurry to check it. Is the water coming? Everything is all right now, and usually it takes about 15 minutes or so to fill those 200 liters. As I already have mentioned, water is hot at the present. You can tell by touching the hose, it's hot. But we are lucky here in Lithuania, in Vilnius. We have really good tap water. It doesn't have any bad additive. You can drink straight from the tap. So same with the tank water. Just in case I'm putting some prime to get rid of any unexpected things inside the water, but in general all the hobbyists I know, they never make a problem out of the water. They put straight tap water into their tanks and never had any issues. But I have one. This water is hot. It is almost halfway. And second thing we will do, when it's about 5 centimeters left from the top, I have to rush back to tap water. I have to close it because I don't really want to flood neighbors underneath my office. Almost there. Now, run, Forest. Let's go. Off. I hope I wasn't. Let's see if everything's good. I believe so. Never failed. Yes. It's done. See? Perfect. And water stopped. And now I have to secure this end of the hose in this position. When I will unscrew that side from the tap water, I want everything to go out of my hose to the drainage. Good thing is I don't have to hurry now. Easy. Almost forgot the most important tool. Does it bother me? Not really. You remember me once talking about how convenient your hobby should be? I asked you to think where your tap water is. Now you know where my tap water is and how convenient my hobby is. But life is life. I really think if after that I should go to the gym, of course I have to. The other day, when the water has cooled, it's time to change the water. Draining the aquarium looks quite ordinary, but as you remember, the tap is where it is and there is no way I could use the pump. So the good old school way remains: tank, hose, bucket. To change 50% of the water in this 200-liter aquarium, 7 of 15 liters buckets have to be removed, and I get another 500 meters long walk. If added to the filling of the big bucket, in total, I'm approaching 1 kilometer per one water change. Bucket after bucket, and it's time to refill the tank. Fortunately, this procedure is a bit more civilized, but it doesn't mean that I won't need manual labor. Anyway, it's a much easier task to do. Please do not get the wrong impression that such weekly maintenance is somehow very exhausting. In my case, it's just routine and it is impossible to change anything in this situation. You either get along or you don't. I choose to do it and even quite like it. So that's how I do my water changes. It's not the most convenient way to do water changes, but that's the way I do it. Thank you for watching. If you like this content, please like and subscribe, and see you next time.